Hello students, let's start today's topic. We are discussing about the CA Foundation syllabus and the paper number is 3, which is the business mathematics, logical reasoning and statistics part. And we were talking about the concept of logarithm in last lecture, and I just want to clear out one thing, that this paper, this subject is entirely based on the MCQ pattern. Previously all the papers they had shifted to the subjective pattern, so there was some confusion and error, but it has been sorted out. So in previous few topics I had said one or two times that it is a subjective paper, but it is not. It is actually the MCQ pattern. This paper and one more law paper is based on the MCQ pattern, and this paper will be solved that way only. So whatever we have discussed till date, it is we have done in detail only with all the steps and all. So the nothing has been skipped as such. So MCQ pattern will become more easy for you because you don't have to present the presentation part, or you don't have to show the steps how you got the answer. So you can solve the paper in a more efficient manner. So let us continue with the topic now, which is regarding logarithm. So I would like to explain some of the practical MCQs which are given here, so that we can approach them as required, and then we can move forward with the remaining topics. So in this topic, you should come on first on the page number 1.31, which is regarding some examples. Example number 1 is given, that is, find the logarithm of 64 to the base 2 root 2. Let us see. Logarithm of 64 and the base is 2 root 2. We need to simplify this. How we can solve this? It is very easy question. Nothing is difficult here. 64 is 2 raised to 6. 2 into root 2. Now 2 into root 2 you can express this like 2 raised to 1 into 2 raised to half. 1.5, this will be 3 by 2. You can apply the property. The numerator will be this and denominator will be 3 by 2. Now this will become now you know log n base n is 1, log 2 base 2 is 1. So this is your final answer. The value is 4. In this way you can solve this type of questions. Just try to make the base and the main index equal. The next example is example number 2. Log b into c base a is equal to x. Y is equal to and log a into b base c is z. You need to prove that. See, I think we should start from left hand side. X is log b into c plus 1. Whatever we are solving here, we need to prove that this part is equal to 1. How will you make out that, what to do, how to approach this, what will be the next step? All this will be based on the point that how much well you are versed with the properties of logarithm. जितना अच्छे से आपको properties आती होंगी, the more or the better way you will be able to apply those properties into these type of questions. So let us try what can be done. See, firstly, we can use this plus 1. We can change this plus 1 to something more useful. Otherwise, there will be no benefit of solving this sum. So I can do one thing. Try to find out some pattern. See, here the index is B and C, the base is A. Here the index is C and A, the base is B. Here the index is A and B, the base is C. So the different alphabets are used. Here we will try to convert this 1 into some logarithm. I think we can try to present this as log A base A. Now why did I write 1 as log A base A? Because see, here the base is A. I am trying to match the base. And why A here? Because you cannot change the value of the question. If it is 1, then it should be 1. Log A base A is 1. I cannot write log B to the base A or log C to the base A, because then the question will be changed. The value given in the question will be changed. I cannot do that. But by writing 1 as log A base A, I am not changing the question, or I am not changing the value given in the question. I am just changing the presentation. Next. Again B. See, this is the part. Now what next? I can use some property, log m plus log n, and we know it is log m into log n. The first property. This will become log m plus log n, log m into n, bc into a. It will become abc. Here also, log m plus log n, base b. This will become abc. You just keep on simplifying as much as possible. Clear? So at least we have got this. Now we can try to do something else. See what else can be done. Now the index is same, base is different, and here this is plus sign. Is it possible to just invert this fraction? We had that property, if you take this part into the numerator, the base will become the index and the index will become base. We had that property. So I try to apply that property to solve this further. You can convert this. It will go like this. Oh sorry, this is already there. Okay, interchanged. Plus this also, same logic, we will be inverting the term which is given. This will become log b, this will become log c. Now again the same property, log m plus log n plus log o, log t, whatever you say. Because the base is same, we can do that. This will become a into b into c. Now you can check the base and index are same. Again property, log n base n is 1. Got the point? So this way you can solve the entire question. Now as it is MCQ, they will not tell you to prove that, because you need to show the steps. They will tell you to find the value. So you have to keep on simplifying this. Finally you will get answer 1 and this will be there in the option. So in that way we can complete the sum. This is an example. While practicing the chapter, we will be taking all type of questions. Then in the exam, whatever they want to ask, you should be prepared how to solve this. आपको पता होना चाहिए क्या कैसे solve करना है ताकि कोई problem नहीं है. ठीक है? Next question, example number 3. this is the situation, and what you need to prove or prove that 1 plus ABC is equal to 2 times BC. Okay, so we can start with left hand side, no problem with that. See how we can simplify this. This can be simplified. We had that property log A base B log B base C is log A base C. I told you to look at it like in a way as if this 24 is deducted or cancelled. So the remaining part from this will be log 12 to the base 36. Again, in this part you can apply the same property as if this has been cancelled. Okay, so this is the step, and moving further, if we want to change this, I think we should try something. Let me try. Even I don't know what are the steps. I have not seen the steps. I am just trying to solve them. Okay. Let me take it as log 48 base 48. Let's see if we can find something. Log 48 is, let me check what we need to get on the right hand side. Then we can get an idea from where we should move towards the RHS. This is 2 times BC, 2 into log 24 into log 36. Now again, if you apply the property, you get log 24 to the base 48. This is what we need to get from this. So we should change this accordingly. So ultimately I need log 24. Okay. Here we cancelled this, we got 12. Then we cancelled this, we got 12 and 48. Okay. So now we can try to change this to make it log 24 or in terms of log 24. Okay, let me try. This is log 4 plus log 12. Again, this is also log 12. This is log 2 square plus this is 2 times log 12. 2 can be taken in front. This is log 2. Let me write it here. I am taking this 2 in front. This will become 2 log 2. This is 2 log 12. You can take 2 common. Log 2 plus log 12. We know log 2 plus log 12 is log 24 and base was 48. Throughout the sum base over 48. This is proved. Now you know LHS is equal to RHS. So we have proved that what is the value of this thing, it is equal to 2 times of BNC. So the more you practice and the more you have grip on the properties of logarithm, it will be easier for you to solve the entire topic. Next, we can move on to some MCQs. Exercise 1D, that is regarding the MCQ part. I guess you should try. Majority of the MCQs you will be able to solve. I'll try to take some MCQs which are of that difficult level or higher level. So we'll try to discuss that. Remaining easy MCQs you can try, and then whatever doubts you have, you will have to ask them individually and we'll be solving that accordingly. So exercise is 1D. The first sum which I am trying to explain is MCQ number 12. What is the value of this? Let's check out. You should start solving from this, then move on to this, and then finally the outer function, from the innermost function to the outer function. So this will become log 2, also log 2. This is 2 raised to 4. Four will come out. This will become 1. So the remaining part will be log 2, and this will be 4. Now 4 will be 2 square. This will become 2 log 2. Again this will become 1. Finally, what is left? Log 2 base 2. Even this is 1. So the final answer is 1. So this is how you can solve the question. Then next part. Next MCQ is 14th. Log x plus log y is equal to log x plus y. Y can be expressed as, you need to find the value of y from this part. See, first apply the property here. If this is the situation, you can compare the functions. Therefore, x, y will be equal to x plus y. Now, again solving it further, xy minus y is equal to x. Okay, so this is your topic on the value y, which is equal to x divided by x minus 1, which matches in option number C. 15th question is similar to the 12th one which we tried. Now again we are moving further to the next MCQ, which is 16th. Now let's check out how to solve this. See, you should try to see the pattern. Okay, so we'll try to match these terms in multiples of 2. See, this is log x base 2. This is log x. 4 is 2 square. 16 is 2 raised to 4. Here the power is 1. This will be log x as it is to the base 2. This will become 1 by 2 log x to the base 2. This will become 1 by 4 log x to the base 2. Take log x common. In bracket you will get this. Don't forget this 1. Log x is also going out, so this will be 1. We need to find the value of x. So you have to take 21 by 4 on the other side. Take LCM in this part. It will be 4. 4 plus 2 plus 1. 1 2 का 4, 4 2 का 1. This is 7 by 4. This is 21 by 4. This is cancelled. This is 3. So you get log x to the base 2 is equal to 3. Now you know how to remove log. X will be at its own place. 2 will go to the opposite side. It will push 3 into the power. Therefore, x will be equal to 8. This is your final answer. X is equal to 8. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. Next, let us check if any tricky question is given, then we will try to solve that. 17th you can try. 18th you can try. It is on the same pattern. Even 19th one. They are similar pattern questions. The more you solve it by your own self, it will be better for you. Question number 21 looks a bit tricky. So let us start 21. Question number 21. Log power is minus 1, again minus 1, minus half. You need to find the value of this. So means you need to simplify this. So let us start. How can we simplify? You know the rule of BODMAS. We need to solve it as per the brackets, and the first innermost bracket should be solved first. So this will become log 1 minus, because this is raised to power minus 1. You can take LCM in this part. I think this is going to be an easy question. It looks like it is difficult, but exactly it is not so. See, it is getting more simple as you keep on solving step by step. It looks like that it is an easy question. 1 minus 1 minus x square. Again, we will be inverting the terms so that this minus 1 becomes plus 1. So the function will become more easy. 1 minus. This minus will go outside. This will become plus. You can reverse or invert the terms given in the bracket. This will now become power 1. And this has power minus half. Now again LCM. X square plus 1 minus x square upon x square minus half. This will be 1 divided by x square raised to minus half. Again, this is negative power, so we can convert the power to positive by inverting or reversing these terms means take this x square above and you can convert, sorry, this is not in the terms of logarithm, so just I'll keep the power like that and I'll make this as x raised to minus 2 and the power is minus half. That way also it is okay. So this minus will be cancelled, this 2 will be cancelled. The value is finally log x. So let us check what is given in the options. According to that we can tally. The final answer is log x, it is option number D. So this is how we can match. So any of the step, if it is not clear, then you should first write down the sum. You should solve it by your own self. Just don't look at the question. आप उसको देख लो, अगर आपको समझ में आ जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. मैंने सॉल्व किया तो स्टेप बाय स्टेप मुझे समझ आया. मैंने इसके रेफरेंसेस जो है इसको यहाँ पे पूरा सॉल्व करके देखा तो पता चला कि एंड में क्या हो रहा है. तो आपको भी वैसे ही करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेट अस सी. 22 you can try once. It looks difficult but it is not. Even MCQ number 23, that is also a very easy question. You can try to apply the property which we did in the previous sum also. So I am not giving any hint. You just try to apply your brain first and then if you have any doubts, any queries, आप comment करो, आप message करो, उसके basis पे ही मैं उसको solve करवाऊँगा. So I hope यहाँ तक clear हुआ. So this is the practical part of the logarithm topic which we are discussing here, and after that there is also another topic left regarding the logarithmic tables. So that is the last part of the chapter, which is logarithmic tables. So I think even if we discuss it right now, it won't be that difficult, but we'll be able to complete the chapter. It is very easy part. I would like to explain you the topic here only in this lecture itself. See, it is in module in page number 1.27. It is regarding the logarithm tables. Here two points are given. Means they are saying that if you find out a logarithm of a number, that logarithm has two parts, characteristic and mantissa. That is the two parts in which a logarithm of a number can be divided. Now there are some rules. If a number is given and if they ask that what is the characteristic of that number, for that you need to know some of the rules which are given here. Let us start. First, they have said, suppose a number is 37.0. This is a number. Now, you want to know what is the characteristic of this number. Just check how many digits are there on the left side of the decimal. How many digits are there? The digits are 2, 3 and 7. 2 digits are there. So, the characteristic will be one number less than the number of digits. Means if the number of digits are 2 and on the left side of the decimal the characteristics will be 1. Okay, if the number is 254.0 or 05, what is the characteristic? The number of digits are 3, the characteristic will be 2. This is the first rule. I am going to explain you all the rules one by one. So this is the first rule. After that, if the number is 6.21, suppose, left side of the decimal, how many numbers are there? One digit. Characteristic will be 0. So like this we can find out the characteristic on the basis of the digits on the left side of the decimal. So this is the first rule. Then next part. This rule was for those numbers who are greater than 1. Whatever examples I took here, 37, 254, 6.21, all the numbers were greater than 1. Now next, if you talk about those numbers which are less than 1, what about them? See, the first example they have given is 0.8. In this part, you need to see the right side of the decimal. How many zeros are there on the right side of the decimal? 0.8. This is the first example. Is there any zero on the right side of the decimal? No. And because this whole number is less than 1, the characteristic will be in negative. This is the rule. If the number of which logarithm you are going to find out, that number is less than 1, the characteristic will be in negative. It will not be a positive number, that is for sure. And then what will be the value? What will be the magnitude? It will depend upon the number of zeros to the right of the decimal. If the number of zeros are 0, means no zeros are available, then the characteristic will be 1, means we will be adding one number to the number of zeros. Here we were subtracting one number from the number of digits. If the number was 37, 2 digits, characteristic was 1, means you had reduced it by one number. Here you have increased it by one number. See, don't get confused. I am giving you some more examples. 0.057. Less than 1, sign will be negative. How many zeros are there in the right side of the decimal place? 1 0. So you need to take characteristic as 2. As it is 1, you need to increase it by 1. If the value is 0.00343, again this is 0, so negative. 2 zeros, so here you should take it as minus 3. I hope this is clear to you. So in this way, we can use the characteristics part. Okay, done. This is first thing, and then let us move on to the rules which are given further. Next topic, whatever is given, we don't need to mug up. They have told us log 1 is 0, log 10 is 1, log 100 is 2. We know all that. हमने starting में वो देखा था. If you remember, I told you how to find out the value. What is log 100? So I told you that take 10 that side and keep this at its place. Then you can solve it. This is 10 raised to 2. The x will be 2. You know the method of solving this, so you don't need to mug up the solutions. Next part, again negative characters, we have seen that, so it is same. And with this, we have completed all the rules of characteristic. So I hope there is no doubt in this part regarding the characteristic. Let us move further to the next point, which is mantissa. This one, mantissa. Okay, I will be explaining it with some examples. See, they have given an example. If you use the log table and you try to find out log 4594 to the base 10, you will get the value. This is the log value. They have found it on the basis of the logarithmic table. So this is the log value. Now they say that the decimal part of the log value is called mantissa, and the integral part or the integer part of the log value is called characteristic. So I hope this is clear now. This is characteristic and this is mantissa. Clear? So they have given some more examples. If you shift the decimal place, if you write down this as 459.4, the value will become 2.6623. The mantissa does not change. If you shift the decimal, the mantissa does not change, only the characteristic changes as per the decimal value. See, as there are 3 decimal places, the characteristic is 2. Remember the rule? The number on the left side of the decimal is greater than 1, then you will use this rule. Here there were 4 decimal places, 4 numbers. So the characteristic was 3. So that is the rule you need to remember. Then log 45.94, 1.6623. This is how you can find out all the details. Then see, in that example itself, they have also taken one example as 0.4594. because this is 0, you know character will be 1, but value of this, the mantissa, will be 0.6623 only. Now, not the entire number is negative. Remember that the characteristic is negative, this is positive, this is 0.6623. So you need to present this as 1 and put a dash in the top place and then write it like that. If this is written, this shows that the characteristic is negative but the mantissa is positive. Okay, done. So this is mantissa. Let us take some examples. What kind of questions can be asked? See, they have said if any negative number is given, negative mantissa must be converted into a positive mantissa before reference to a log table. This is their argument and this is the point we need to learn. See, if this is a number, this is a negative mantissa. This is not a log, this is a negative mantissa. So you need to convert this. How they have converted this, just have a look. -3, which is given. There is some error also in presentation. -3 minus 0.6872. This is the way they have expressed. Then this -3, this is not characteristic, this is the complete number. This -3 is presented as -4 plus 1 minus 0.6872. Then they have taken this in a bracket. -4 has been presented as a characteristic and this will become plus 1 minus 0.6872. This will become 0.3128. So the log number is this. Now you know that this is characteristic -4 and this is the mantissa 0.3128 positive mantissa. So we have converted a negative mantissa. This is a negative mantissa into a positive mantissa. Clear? It is done. Next, illustration 1. Not many sums are given on this basis, but still, if the topic is there in the explanation, then you should have knowledge that how should we solve these kind of questions. See, these are the numbers. Now you know how to add them. This is 4 dash, it is negative. Characteristic plus mantissa. Characteristic plus mantissa. Solve them separately. This is -1. This is also characteristic. If you add them, this becomes 1.16995. So now this is the characteristic and this is the mantissa. So this is how you can present the terms. Even if you want to convert this into characteristic and mantissa, then the characteristic from here it will become 0 and the value remaining will be the mantissa, because this cannot be a part of mantissa. -1 will be presented as 1 dash. As this is 1, the character of this will be 0, mantissa will be this part. So finally they have also presented the value as this. This should be the final answer. I hope this is clear. They have not expressed this in much detail, but this is the way that we find or we calculate logarithm. Now even anti-logarithm is given. Let us see, if x is the logarithm of a given number n with a given base a, then n is called the anti-logarithm of x to that base. See, example is given, log 61720 to the base 10 is 4.7904. Therefore, anti-log 4.7904 will be equal to 61720. This is just cross multiplication. Means log, if it goes this side, it will become anti-log. 1 by log will become anti-log, that way. So if you use anti-log table to find value of this, you will get this. If you use logarithmic table to find value of this, you will get 4.7904. This is the short point, and they have not explained this in detail. So if it is needed in future at any point of time, then we learn how to solve or how to introspect the log table. Right now it is not required to learn regarding the details of log table in this chapter, so we must keep it at this level only. We should not go in further detail without any requirement. So I hope these points are clear to you. Whatever the points are pending, let me check if there are some examples that we can solve. Example number 1 is simple. Example number 2, find the number whose logarithm is 2.4678. Now you have to use the logarithmic table. See, again they have just given the examples randomly, but the details of the log table are not given here. So I suggest that at this point, at the starting of the syllabus, at the first chapter itself, we should not go into that much detail to confuse ourselves. We will be learning the syllabus of CA Foundation, the remaining chapters, the remaining subject, and after that, wherever needed, that time, along with the relevant questions, we will be having a look at the log table. At that time, I will be taking a separate video lecture for how to look at the logarithmic table, how to find out the values using the logarithmic table. Right now, it is not required. So, am I clear? So, this is done, and so with this part, we have completed chapter number 1. The ratio, indices, proportion, logarithm, all these topics are done. And from next lecture now, we will be starting with chapter number 2, which is regarding equations. It has matrices. It is also very simple and a basic chapter, and you have learned about the equations in the school time also. So again, we will be revising that, and we will be solving some sums which are given in the module. Thank you so much.